Hello everyone. Today we are going to make gazebo. So let's start. Now we'll create a plane. Shift A, mesh and cube. Scale it big and we'll scale down at Z axis as Z. Scale it X and Y axis. So S, Shift and Z. This. Now let's set the camera. Select the camera icon. Press N. Go to view and press camera to view. Now we'll set the camera. Now we'll create the gazebo. Shift A, mesh and cube. Press slash to isolate it. Now as Z to scale down. Shift Z to make it big. Now we'll add edge loops, Ctrl R and SX. Now Ctrl R and SY. Press 3 for the face mode and select this 4 corner faces and extrude it up EZ. Now create a top of this one. So Shift A, mesh and cube. Scale this cube bigger than this one. So press S. Now SZ. Bring it to top. Now go to edit mode, press 3 and select top face, extrude it up and scale down. Now go to front view and Shift A, mesh and cube. Bring it up as Z. little bit SY. Now select this and SZ to make it narrow. Now rotate that axis and adjust it. Tab and now adjust this SX. This one also. Select this one and copy this, Shift D and bring it up. Now select all these planks and press Ctrl J to join all. Now we need to all three sides. So for that we'll move the cursor in the center of the gazebo. So select this cube, press tab for the edit mode, 3 for the face mode and select the top face, Shift S and cursor to selected. Press tab for the object mode and now select these planks, right click and set origin to 3D cursor. So the cursor moved to the center. Now select this plank, Shift D and rotate it to Z axis 90 degree, RZ90. Now copy this one, Shift D, RZ90 and again now copy this one, Shift D, RZ90. So now all four sides we have the planks. Now select all four and Ctrl J to join. Now select the gazebo roof, press tab for the edit mode, face mode and select the top face and extrude it up, press E and extrude up. Now we'll do inset, press I and insert it, extrude up, E and up, again insert and extrude it up. And now scale down. Yes, now this is fine. Now let's take a cube, Shift A, mesh and cube. Bring it down. Scale it to Z axis as Z. And scale it to Y axis as Y. Let's hide this one. And scale big to X, S, X, and scale it big. Here it is coming out of this, so let's scale it to YX, SY. Copy this again, Shift D and bring it down. Shift D and RZ90. Sorry, RY90. And scale. Make it small at Z axis as Z. S, Shift Z, make it narrow. Now we will use the array modifier. Go to modifier tab, select the array, make the factor x 0 and make the z 1. And how many counts we want? Let's make it 8. We'll increase the space and here we'll increase 1. Now this is fine. Now select everything and Shift D and RZ90. Here adjust little bit. Now Shift D and bring it here and let's see, it is correct. Now this is the front. Now unhide all this. Now let's make a bench. Shift A, mesh and cube. Bring it down. SZ. SY. Select this and we'll copy that one. Shift D and RY90. Scale it down SZ. This will be the legs of the bench. Now we'll join the objects. Before joining the objects, we'll apply the modifier. Select this one and apply the array modifier. Now select all and press Ctrl J. For the bench also, apply the mirror modifier and Ctrl J to join them. Now press slash to bring back other objects. We'll create the new collection, Gazebo. Now let's set the position of it. Now we'll make the fence. Shift A, mesh and plane. Rotate it x-axis 90 degree and z 90. Set it wherever you want. Press tab, select this and extrude it. Now go to edit mode, face and select all faces and Alt E and extrude along normals. Actually we don't want both the side, so we'll select all individually. Now Alt E and extrude faces along normals. So this is fine. And height is also more. Let's reduce the height. Select the top vertex and bring it down. This is fine. Now let's add edge loops. Ctrl R. Now press 3 for the face mode and select all these faces and press X. Faces, delete those. Now go to edge mode by pressing 2. Select this edge and press F to fill those, and here also press F to fill. Now Shift A, mesh and cube, scale it down. Rotate this one. Scale as Z. Press / to bring back other objects. Now let's create lamp. Shift A, mesh and cube. Scale it down. Edit mode. Select the top face, insert it and extrude it up, insert it again, extrude little bit and insert it again, and now extrude, and now scale big. Now extrude it little bit, scale down and again extrude and scale down. Now let's set the position. Here I created a grass using particle system, and video for the how to create grass using particle system is the link is given below, so you can check that. Now let's create stepping stones here. Shift A, mesh and cube. Small, scale to ZX as Z, scale it to X-axis as X, adjust it. Let's hide the grass, select the plane, and in the particle system click on this TV shape and hide the grass. Now it's easy to set this thing. Now let's give material. Press Z and go to material preview. Select the tree. Go to material properties. Add the material. Enter the hex code. Now select the trunk. Now select the plane and we'll give the material to it. Gazebo is looking very empty, so let's create one table. Select the bench and Shift D. Shift D and scale it to SX. And the Z axis will make it little small. Now let's set lighting. Go to render mode, press Z and render. And we already have one light. So let's set that. We'll set that in the gazebo. it was looking very empty, so I added few more trees here. Now let's do render. Go to the render tab, select the EV, click on the ambient occlusion, then click on the bloom, screen space reflections, click on that, and reflections also. Now let's go to render tab and render image. Now our render is done. Now go to image, save as, and select the JPG here, save as, render, Gazebo.